You're 23 years old. It wasn't a dream or a goal you set with excitement. It was an emergency plan because the numbers just didn't add up. Your market rate salary wouldn't cover the rent, college was on hold, and the bills weren't waiting for anyone. A friend suggested you buy a used bike and download the app to make some money at your own pace, with no boss. You thought it over for 2 days, took your savings, and walked out of a local bike shop pedaling a stiff, second-hand black bicycle. You signed up that same night, and the next morning you were out on the streets. That was 8 months ago, and today is just another day. It's 5:40 a.m. when your phone buzzes on the nightstand. You don't even need an alarm anymore. Your body learned to wake up on its own. You sit up in bed and pause for a second. You're staring at the floor in that silent preparation before facing the day. The thermal bag is in the corner, and yesterday's lunch container is still inside because you forgot to take it out. You check the fridge and eat something quickly, standing up because the street won't wait. Your bike sleeps in the living room because you know exactly what happens to the ones left outside. You check the battery, make sure the bag is clean, and put on a light jacket because the early morning wind is treacherous. The street at 6 in the morning has a different kind of silence. You pedal slowly as your body warms up and your knees complain, but you ignore the pain out of habit. You open the app and go online. The trick is to stay close to the bakeries and local shops that open early. The first order comes in at 6:20 a.m. You accept it instantly because your daily goal won't meet itself, and you can't afford to be picky. You get to the restaurant in 4 minutes and see another rider waiting. You look at each other and give a nod. That shared understanding between people living the same life. The order is taking a while, so you wait on the sidewalk, checking the details. A croissant and a juice to be delivered 2 kilometers away. You wait 8 minutes, breathing deep because the time you lose, you never get back. When the bag finally comes out, you secure the Velcro and take off. The destination is an apartment where no one answers the intercom. You call the customer, and it goes straight to voicemail until a sleepy voice finally answers. He comes down in his pajamas, hair messy, and you hand it over with a forced smile because your rating depends on it. The sun is beating down hard by 7:30 a.m. The heat in the city is brutal, and you've lost count of how many times you've come home with your back soaked in sweat. You spend $2 on a cold bottle of water and keep the bottle to refill later at a public fountain. Every single cent counts. Your second order is from a pharmacy for a lady who's waiting for you at her window. She thanks you with such kindness that it lifts your heart for the rest of the morning. Then you get a delivery to a 12th floor apartment where the customer insists you come up because he's busy. You look at your bike and the clock. You know arguing just wastes time. So you lock your bike to a pole and go up. The doorman looks at you with disdain, and the customer answers the door in his underwear, talking on the phone, not even looking at you, or saying thank you. You go back down and leave. At least there was no bad rating. Noon arrives and you've already done 11 deliveries. On one of them, you waited 40 minutes for a meal that the customer ended up canceling. You went back to the starting point with nothing to show for that effort under the hot sun. You close the app for 15 minutes to eat the food you brought and rest your feet on a park bench. You check the messenger group where other riders warn about police checkpoints or app glitches. That information is gold. In the afternoon, the pace slows down, and you accept mediocre orders just to keep moving. At a traffic light, a kid stares at you from a car, and you make a funny face. He laughs, and his dad laughs too. Those little moments lighten the weight of the day. By 4:30 p.m., the chaos of late afternoon begins. Orders come in one after another. On one of them, the address is wrong, and you waste valuable time going in circles. Another customer yells at you through the intercom because you refuse to go up, claiming he pays for the service. He comes down furious, insults you, and promises to report you. You stay quiet, boiling inside, but you know that talking back means losing your livelihood. No one talks about the mental toll of this job. It's not just the body, it's your mind constantly calculating routes, distances, and earnings without stopping. You're invisible to cars until there's a problem. You've seen accidents and thermal bags lying on the asphalt, but you don't mention it at home, so you won't worry your family. At 7 p.m., you're waiting at a famous snack bar where the system went down. There's a line of riders, and the mood is tense. But you keep to yourself. By 8 p.m., you realize your daily earnings aren't what you hoped for because of all the delays and cancellations. You decide to work an extra hour to try and salvage the day. You arrive at a gated community where the doorman treats you like an inconvenience while you wait for the customer. At 9:30 p.m., you close the app. Your body is heavy and your back is screaming. You pedal home, knowing every single pothole in the pavement by heart. You get home, drop your bag, and check the final numbers. You figure out what you can pay and what will have to wait. You take a long shower, plug in your nearly dead phone, and sleep overcomes you before you can even finish watching a video. Tomorrow at 5:40 a.m., the alarm will go off again because there's always another delivery, and you'll be there. If you like this video, please subscribe, give us a like, and comment below what videos you'd like to see next. See you soon!